Saturday evening. You probably may have heard about news about the Sony and the PlayStation, or what Sony's actually going to do with the physical format. The first nasty surprise which announced is all those titles which were 500 of the films, which was on their, I should say, platform, which is a licensee of Studio Channel, right? From the 1st of September this year, well, September the month, they will pull the plug on it. And what will happen to those people who had bought those films online? Will be cancelled, disappeared. No refunds, no nothing. And, what about all those people who spent, purchasing a certain quantity of films? And another bad thing which they announced the Sony is the discontinue of services for the PS3 and the last version of the PSP console games. I think that from 2027 next year, they will switch off the service and you won't be able to purchase anything online regarding that console. Mind you, it's been many years after the PS3 model was discontinued. There were a lot of so-called gamers with these consoles, which bought titles. The problem is you run the risk if the console gets damaged, losing all the data as possible on your hard disk. Possibility of buying, purchasing other things online for the PS3, it's going to be no more possible. And to round off this boomerang of the Sony regarding the PlayStation, I think it's January 2028, discontinue of DVD drivers. So therefore, any consoles which they make of the PSP 5 or the future PS6, it won't come with a physical driver which you can read the games on, actually play on the physical format, the actual game itself. See, most of these people who are gamers, and most of the games they purchase online, they have an account from the online shop of the Sony. And this is only the beginning of what's going to be the future of gaming. It's not going to just be the Sony which is going to discontinue the physical formats of their consoles. This is more like for those who are developing new models for basically access to internet, downloading the games. The physical games won't exist anymore. You have to buy them online. And this will create a monopoly because no more physical gaming won't be retailed in those shops anymore, or Amazon or whatever. In this case, the Sony will have the monopolies of consoles and all their games. I think Sony thinks their little revenge after the mini disc and the DAT system, which they bring out the digital recording formats, which the majors, record companies, they're really against. And all the lobbies passed legislation against it 30 years ago and more. And the fact is, Sony learned from that lesson, and they bought, Columbia Pictures, and a record company as well. I think one or two. And therefore they have a vast library of audio visuals regarding films and artists as well. So the future, don't worry, even other manufacturers will follow. The physical format of audio visual will absolutely disappear. It will be all online, basically, or on demand, streaming and that stuff. They say that is the future, and that's where the money comes from, basically. It's a bit like, those manufacturers which they manufacture, what you would call it, printers for computers. It may be at a cheap price, but when you have to buy ink cartridges, it will cost you a fortune. And they made it inside their FireWire system. All printers are connected to Wi-Fi to accept only original cartridges. We're heading towards a world of not owning anything anymore, because you haven't got the software to function the hardware like applications. It's going to be a bit of a problem. What about when these so-called online applications for various modern devices like drones and other type applications you buy today, you don't find them online? Hardware will become obsolete. You won't be able to have a backup program to make it function, because it's an application you run it from the smartphone. This is the future. I think not many people realise you won't have much of a choice. If you want that thing, they'll make you pay dearly for it. It's going to be a so-called monopoly in the pretty near future.